Hi everyone, my training was on Magic Schools, focusing on Magic Student. Before this training, participants were asked to watch the introduction video about Magic Student from Magic School itself, and then they were asked to view the tools and send in what tools they were interested in learning about or what kinds of skills they wanted students to focus on. Our school is still fairly new to using Magic School, and we really only dived into a few of the teacher tools. So, using Magic Student tools is a new thing for us this year.
For your students. Okay, your goals for this professional development is to create a student room, add impactful tools for your students, understand the ins and outs of your selected tools, add students to your room, and have students create with Magic School. Tool number 1, Raina the chatbot. Okay, Raina is a chatbot that students can use to chit chat with about any particular topic. It's age-appropriate conversation for your students, and it has a customizable academic level, so you can reach your higher learners, your lower learners, and your just right learners. And you can add your own learning goals and instructions for Raina to follow during their conversation. And this is what it looks like when you go to add it to your room. You can pick the name of the tool. If you don't like Raina and you want to name her something else, you can do that. You can give a description for the students to see when they're going into your room. You can pick what grade level you want Raina to be talking to, and you can give her an opening message to say to the students when they click on her. You can also add learning objectives and additional instructions, and you can add a file if you want her to talk about something specific, like a math quiz, a reading passage, or something like that. You can also change her voice. And it can also give you assistance in how you want to do that as well with the prompt assistant area. Tool number 2 is the AI tutor. This is a fun one because students can ask questions, and the AI can also ask questions to students too. The topic is customizable. You can leave it open-ended or you can assign it a specific topic. Corrections are given to students if they get an answer wrong, and they offer explanations about why it's wrong. So the feedback is really nice. Again, you can change the tool name in the description. You can pick the grade level, and it goes like pre-K to 12th grade. What topic do you want them to be working with? So you can make a topic your own, or you can leave it as open. If you wanted to have like one talking about like the reading test, you could change the name to like reading tutor and add a reading document over here with the additional fields. If you wanted to talk about a math test, you could add the math test and name it like math tutor, so your students knew which one to go to, and you could give it specific topics within those things you wanted it to discuss. Writing feedback. We as a grade level struggle with getting our students to have good writings that are strong and explaining things, beginning, middle, and ends, whatnot. So what I like about this one is you can add a rubric. It gives them specific feedback. It offers corrections and suggestions to make their writing stronger, and students can type, copy and paste, or upload their writing to the writing feedback tool for them to discuss it. In the writing feedback tool, you again give the assignment directions or description so that the AI knows how to talk to the students about it. You can also add the rubric or maybe specific things like spelling, punctuation marks, capital letters. Maybe you want compound sentences or compound words, or if they're doing some word study and you want to make sure they have specific digraphs in their writing. You can also upload, again, specific files for the chat or for the AI to work with. I did a little example on my own. So I said, do you like dogs with a lowercase d? Dogs are related to wolves. Dogs have 4 legs. Dogs have fur. Dogs are good pets. And in my description, I said, this is an informational writing about dogs. Students should have a beginning, middle, and end, or like an introduction and a conclusion sentence. So it gave me areas of strength first. It says you have good facts about dogs, how they're related to wolves. And then it tells me down here areas for growth, like wolves are actually wolves with a V, so it corrects their grammar. And then it gives them feedback. Well, it gave me feedback on like my actual writing, like I forgot a capital letter, punctuation marks, and then it kind of challenges me to add more to my writing about adding more facts, maybe try one or two more and just kind of see what else I can push myself to write. So I thought this was really interesting, especially for some of your higher students who maybe they have the information, but they're not producing the quality work. Also, for your students who are just kind of writing gibberish, I spelled some stuff wrong and it was able to determine it. And we know we do have some lower students who may not be able to do that, but they could probably do voice to text and then copy and paste their information. Tool number 4 is Rap Battle, popular tool, okay? Rap Battle has two figures rapping with each other. It's engaging. The teacher can set or the student can set the figure. So you can assign which people you want it to talk about, or the students can pick two people they want it to talk about. And you can set specifics for the rap battle. So in my example, I had that it should have information from history, relevant information for today, and facts. So that's what I had for mine. And then you can pick what two characters you want to have them for, or you can let your students do it. So my first example was the eagle in Lady Liberty, and although not real people or figures, it did give information in it, the rap. So it tells you who's speaking as well. Bald eagle steps up to the mic to drop the hits, okay? And then Statue of Liberty takes the stage and it goes on with facts about each one. And then I said, well, what if students pick it themselves? So I did Lil Wayne and T-Pain. And it gave me facts about their childhood, their music careers, and what they're doing now and how they are both similar and different. So I thought that was interesting that it gave people who maybe are not relevant to our history we're teaching about, but also gave them facts. So if you were doing like a research project or you wanted to give a quick research grade, hey, go read this rap battle between so and so and so and so and write 4 facts you learned from the rap battle. Last tool is Quiz Me. This is a nice tool because you can set the questions or students can choose how many questions they want to be quizzed on. And it can go from like 5 to 15 that you pick. And as a student myself, when I went through, I told them I wanted to do 100 questions and it said, okay, we'll do 100. You can give a specific topic you can set it, or the student can pick the topic, and you can have goals that you want your students to get out of the quiz, or they give specific feedback and corrections for if while the student is taking the quiz, they get it incorrect. Again, here you can name it, description. You can upload a rubric, upload a specific test or a worksheet you want them to be quizzed on, giving alternate questions. You can also change the voice on all of them if you prefer. Honorable mentions for tools that we didn't discuss here that might be fitting for our students would be the math review. A lot of the AI tutor and the Quiz Me can also do math, but this one's specific for math. So you can go in and give it specifics, upload a test or a rubric or a topic or a standard, and then it can quiz students. Sentence starters, if you want your students to get a little bit of prompting, you can do that one. And Joke Creator can give any type of topic, and then it will create some jokes for you. Maybe you need a little laugh in the day. Hey, go create a joke for the class. Maybe using like figurative language or something. When your student logs into your room, this is what they're going to see. Use Magic School responsibly. It goes through different things that they should be using Magic School appropriately for. It's a good time to talk about digital citizenship and how they should be responsible with their AI. They are second grade, but they do know a lot of information we are surprised about sometimes. So it's nice to review the best practices for using these tools. And they have to click I acknowledge. So I would encourage you to read through this with your students. I'm not going to read it to you because you can read. And just say, this is what it's for. When your student gets logged into the Magic School room that you create, they can see the name of the app or tool that you picked and the description that it has. So if you change the name, it'll show the new name. If you change the description, it'll change the description. What the teacher can see, you can see, it's hard for you if you're kind of in the back, you can see who is active in Magic School and who recently used it. and it tells you where they were. So you can see I created an initial generation of the app, but I didn't keep going any further. And it shows the status there.
After discussing the teacher dashboard, we moved on to questions and discussed different areas we could use these tools and integrate them for students. After this training, teachers will complete a teacher survey and give feedback. We will be able to do a teacher check-in and see how their student rooms are coming along, and we will also gather student samples for showing how they used Magic School.